CBS 12 News starts now with breaking news.
We begin tonight with that breaking news. NBA great Kobe Bryant killed in a chopper crash in California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Jim Grimes.
And I'm Stefany Valderama. A sad day in the sports world. Bryant, just 41 years old, was with members of his family and others when their chopper crashed.
That's right. Smoke from that wrecked chopper could be seen for miles around after it went down near the foothills of the Calabasas Mountains. That's just northwest of Los Angeles.
We have live team coverage in a moment, more about the NBA legend's career and reaction as the world mourns. But first, the latest from LA.
Basketball legend Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash in Southern California.
There were no survivors. We have a manifest that indicates that there was 9 people on board the aircraft. The pilot plus 8 individuals.
People near the crash site described what they saw and heard.
I was just, sitting at Starbucks, heard a loud crash, but it's just crazy because...
You heard this?
Yeah. And I didn't know what it was till I saw on Twitter.
I heard a helicopter flying, and I felt like it was flying way too low, and then all of a sudden I hear like a thud noise, and then there was nothing.
Deputies and fire officials raced to the scene of the crash where the wreckage was still smoking hours after the tragic incident.
Apparently some folks were out here mountain biking this morning and saw an aircraft in distress that went down into the hillside.
Many circumstances of the crash remain unclear. Bryant, who was 41, went straight from high school to the NBA. He spent his entire pro career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Bryant retired in 2016 as the 3rd leading scorer in NBA history, a milestone LeBron James surpassed on Saturday night. Bryant was married and the father of 4 daughters. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Calabasas, California.
Now, according to reports, Bryant was flying in a Sikorsky S-76 chopper. That's a state-of-the-art 12-seat twin-engine helicopter. It's popular among executives and used by many hospitals for transporting emergency patients. President Trump used the same model back in 2015. Now, Sikorsky's are tested and repaired at a facility in Palm Beach County near the Palm Beach County International Raceway, just off the Beeline Highway. That company employs about 600 people there. The death of Bryant now having a ripple effect across the globe.
CBS sports reporter Anna Logan has more on the NBA legend's reach.
The news of Bryant's death is being felt across the world, including at the White House. President Donald Trump tweeting that reports of basketball great Kobe Bryant's death is terrible news. Meanwhile, as news broke of the NBA legend's death, a moment of silence was held before the Rockets-Nuggets game. You could see multiple players visibly shaken, the league paying tribute to one of its greatest stars. Sports director John Evanson is live with us in the studio. John, you spoke to a former NBA player who knew Kobe Bryant very well.
That's right, Anna. It is surreal to think that less than 24 hours after the basketball world was celebrating LeBron James surpassing Kobe Bryant for all-time scoring in the NBA, the basketball world is now mourning his death, and that includes one former NBA player born and raised in Riviera Beach. Richard Relford played college basketball for Michigan University, played for the NBA San Antonio Spurs after being drafted by the Pacers in the 5th round in 1986. Knew Kobe Bryant very well, says he is in absolute shock today, as are his kids and former.
He always said, give 150%, do the best you can, and let the chips fall where they may. I am totally blown away. The basketball world has lost not only a great player, but a great man. We lost Kobe in the basketball world, one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. And when I tell you, kids are crying across the world right now. And to lose Kobe, we lost someone great.
Well, a display of Kobe's appreciation of the game last night when he sent what turned out to be his final tweet congratulating LeBron James on surpassing him in all-time scoring. 16 hours after that tweet was sent, news broke that Kobe Bryant is no longer with us. We will have continuing coverage tonight at 11, including Kobe reaction from former Boynton Beach star Lamar Jackson, who was playing in the Pro Bowl today as all this news broke. Guys.
Okay, we're coming off a beautiful weekend of weather here in South Florida. A little nippy this morning, 50 degrees along West Palm, 7 degrees above the normal 57, but lots of the area was in the chilly 40s out there. Sunshine all day, beautiful. Highs right near the normal in the mid 70s. Right now, West Palm is 68 degrees. Winds are north-northeast at a speed of 7 miles an hour. And the temperatures have fallen pretty fast, already down to 60 in Vero, 61 in Fort Pierce, 63 Okeechobee. We're still holding on to mostly mid-60s along the coast to Jupiter to Boca Raton. And as we go through the evening and overnight, the skies are going to begin to cloud over, it looks like, as we're tracking our next weather maker coming in from the west. Temperatures in the West Palm area probably dropping to the mid to upper 50s, but there will be again 40s for those of you along the Treasure Coast. So here's our next weather maker. It's a low pressure area right now over the western Gulf. A lot of clouds and a lot of rain in this area, but as the system moves east, it will be weakening later tonight and tomorrow. So coming up in a couple minutes, we'll take a closer look at those rapid weather changes. We're actually timing out 3 systems this week and the rainfall potential as well.
Now to the latest on the deadly coronavirus outbreak. According to the CDC, a third person in the U.S. has tested positive for the virus, this time in Southern California. Health officials say the person who tested positive had traveled to China. They're currently in isolation at a California hospital and reportedly in good condition. As of Sunday, the death toll continues to rise. The virus has claimed the lives of more than 50 people. Physicians tell CBS 12 News there's currently no vaccine against the virus. However, a Massachusetts company is hoping to develop one. Biotech company Moderna is partnering with the National Institute of Health to make it happen. Researchers say they're hoping to find a way to instruct cells in the body to make proteins that will prevent or fight the disease. After that, the vaccine would be tested on humans in a clinical trial.
This particular coronavirus is a bit stronger and more concerning than some of the other prior coronaviruses. But at this stage, it's hard to tell how much of an impact it will have on the U.S. or globally.
Worldwide, health officials are monitoring more than 2,000 confirmed cases. The Florida Department of Health is working closely with the CDC to monitor the outbreak. To date, no cases have been reported in Florida.
Well, it was raining iguanas last week. When we come back, find out why a local trapper says the strange phenomenon has actually been good for his business right after the break.